should be live. I'm gonna be here for live severe weather coverage, as we do have obviously our significant tornado outbreak that is currently impacting portions of the central United States here. We have a long day of coverage ahead of us here. So we're going to be here live to cover it. Again, we do have a significant tornado outbreak going on. You can see actually just last time I had radar open was last night, where we did have a significant tornado approach Lansing, Michigan. Luckily, I do not believe it did impact the city there, but very damaging tornado outbreak out there in Michigan last night. I believe even a cow was impaled by a 2x4 by one of the tornadoes, which I think is just absolutely insane. But talking about today's severe weather event, we actually do have now a PDS tornado warning here going out for portions just west of Bloomington, Indiana here. This is for Linton, Worthington, and another Bloomfield here. This is a PDS tornado warning for softball-sized hail and a extremely dangerous tornado. Holy crap. Yeah, look at those velocities, man. That is really not good, okay? So, strong tornado on the ground approaching Worthington. Look at that CC drop. Oh my gosh. Wow, okay, yeah. Look at this, guys. Wow. That is a strong tornado. If you are in Dixon, Worthington, Switz City, Elliston, Tulip, Calvertville, and Worthington in Indiana, you need to get to shelter right now. Again, we were expecting this environment to be absolutely volatile, and there you go. Giant tornado. This was north of Linton here, tornado report right there. But again, this storm is also producing softball-sized hail. So massive hail, as well as an extremely dangerous, potentially even intense tornado going on here. I did just get a news for Thunder morning here for Ellettsville and Paragon, Indiana there for 60-mile-per-hour winds, quarter-size hail. We do also have a destructive now, including Indianapolis, the entire city and surrounding areas here, the Indianapolis metro there. This is a destructive storm here for 80-mile-per-hour winds and penny-sized hail. So again, if you're in Indianapolis, you need to get indoors and away from windows. We did there get a 70-mile-an-hour gust report, I believe, from the airport here. This is Indianapolis International Airport. A gust of 74 miles per hour was recorded, but looks like we did go live at the perfect time here, because this is a very significant time here. We do also have this tornado warning back here into portions of east central Illinois. This is for Effingham, Woodbury, Jewett, Teutopolis, Montrose, and Lilyville. Lime-sized hail, as well as a radar-indicated tornado, or area rotation, I should say. And you can see this is actually getting much more significant here, approaching Jewett and Walla Walla, also including approaching Greenup and Dees. So that is strong rotation there, south of Teutopolis. Or Teutopolis, however y'all pronounce that. Again, you can actually see much more significant rotation from the Paducah radar here on our PDS tornado. We do have also another tornado warning here to the south. This is in Murfreesboro, Sand Ridge, and Carbondale, Illinois here for ping pong ball size hail, as well as radar indicated rotation. Very strong rotation going on down there. We do have another tornado warning here for Zelma and Advance here in Missouri. This is for lime-sized hail, radar indicated rotation. Our second round of discrete supercells is well underway here, and it's currently producing strong to intense, and we've even seen possibly even a violent tornado today. So again, really just not good stuff. But Poplar Bluff is included in that severe warning there for, I believe that is lime-sized hail. So again, this is a extremely dangerous situation. I need to go back to this here. That was a massive CC drop there near Linton, where we do have that PDS tornado. Again, this is going right for Bloomfield, Indiana, I believe. Or I guess that's Worthington here. This was just north of Linton moments ago. Yeah, still, I mean, this is pretty much contaminated, but a couple scans ago, you could really see that clear CC drop, and I will tell you, it was big. So if you're in any of these areas, you need to make sure you are getting into your safe spot there, because that's really not good, and something that you really don't want to see. What's up, Mr. Twister? Please. Alright, let me just pin this message here. That's Effingham's second or third warning today. Wow. I mean, yeah, this is not, the first round, not the only round. But you can see a scan ago, this tornado was on top, or really just north of Dixon, in this massive contamination. You can see a giant CC drop in there. But wow. Alright, news for thunderstorm warning here. This is going to be going out for Seymour, Bedford, and Columbus, in Indiana for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So if you're in this area, make sure you're getting indoors and away from windows. Just insane stuff going on right now, though. Again, if you're just tuning in, we are covering our major severe weather and tornado outbreak. But yeah, we likely did have a strong to violent tornado rip right through downtown St. Louis, and we now have confirmation and a report that this is a wedge tornado around Linton, Indiana, which is right where that report was made. So this is a confirmed large and extremely dangerous. This is a wedge tornado approaching Calvertville. That's just insane. That's insane. So again, if you're still joining us, we have a strong tornado, PDS tornado, south of Worthington, Indiana there. Velocities are glitched out, or I guess contaminated there, but you can see some very strong rotation off the Indianapolis radar. If you look from the Evansville radar here, you can see also some very significant rotation there. Wow, that's really not good. New tornado warning here. This is going to be going out for Paris, Grandview, and Elbridge, in far eastern Illinois here. This is going to be for radar indicated rotation. Alright. Wow. But again, a significant tornado is on the ground right now. A new mesoscale discussion here for central Kentucky. Tornado threat to develop early this evening. Very large hail and significant wind gusts will be possible. New watch will be needed. And they do have the 170 tag. So again, that's their max probability kind of tool there. And they have put on the 170 tag. So again, right here near Sullivan is where we got that softball-sized hail report. It's actually from, let's see, this is amateur radio. I'm not really sure what that means, to be honest with you guys, but it is there. So I don't know for sure if this thing is still producing softball-sized hail. It looks like that hail core did kind of max out there near Sullivan. It is starting to revive itself, and we can look at your vertically integrated liquid here. Still a very significant signature over Worthington, but I do believe it was stronger farther back to the east. And I believe we do actually have some strong storms up here in New England. Yeah, I actually should go down to this here. We do have a tornado warning back here into Delaware, which is something that you don't usually see. But this is for Georgetown and Seaford, Delaware, including Laurel. This is for lime-size hail and radar indicated rotation there. Yeah, you can see obviously again that's a little hook echo developing near Laurel, some significant rotation south of Seaford. So if you're in any of these areas, make sure you are getting into your safe spot. And we kind of have this strong line of storms kind of ripping through portions of Maryland and Delaware there. But you can see we did get a, I believe we got a wind report. I guess I'm not seeing it anymore, unless it's further south. We have a few severe warnings down here in Virginia as well for 70-mile-an-hour winds. So if you're in any of those areas, make sure you're getting indoors and away from windows. That line does extend all the way up through southern New Jersey into Pennsylvania there. So, this will be moving off to the east here in just a minute. Yeah. But you can see just an absolute mess of tornado warnings. Alright, we did just get a new tornado warning. This is going to be going out for Hidalgo, Hazeldale, Yale, Hunt City, and Rose Hill, Illinois. This is going to be for ping-pong ball-sized hail and radar indicated rotation. This is south of I-70 here. Also includes Hunt City. Again, still some significant rotation developing there. Yeah, I can mod you, Mr. Twister. There you go. So, still a PDS tornado on the ground here, approaching, Newark and Salisbury. But again, that's really not good. We still have some significant rotation there. Still definitely a possible tornado on the ground. Really no point in looking at CC only because it's just so contaminated. So it's going to be kind of hard to see what this really looks like other than just, you know, reports in general. Yeah, as of 5 minutes ago, it was still a wedge there. Not sure if it was fully condensed, but it's still giant. But again, we're going to be here for a while, I'm afraid. But you can see really, once this got near Hoosier, that's when we knew it all got very concerning. Right there, that nasty hook echo, right where that tornado report came from. So this is going to, Calvertville, Newark, and Tulip here. Looks like they just updated the warning in Illinois. Still radar indicated there. And the hail core is going to be riding I-70 here. We did get a news for thunderstorm warning. This is going to be for portions of the Indianapolis metro area for Greenfield, Knightstown, Greenwood, Franklin, Shelbyville, Beech Grove, and Lawrence. This is going to be for 70-mile-an-hour winds and penny-sized hail. So if you're in this area, make sure you're getting indoors and away from windows. This storm does have a history of producing 80-mile-per-hour winds, so just keep that in the back of your mind there. You really want to make sure you're getting to shelter. We have a couple of just barely severe storms up here to central Indiana there. In and around the Logansport area, nothing too significant, but it is there. This is insane. Davis is sandwiched in between all these warnings. I'm not gonna dox him on stream, but that's just downright funny to point out. Oops. One second, everybody. Alright, I'm gonna pull up stream chat here, just in case I miss any messages. So far, it looks like we don't have anyone tuning in. I mean, I wouldn't say tonight in general, because obviously, it doesn't really matter about the night, it just matters about the radar, but, I mean, as far as I know, radar coverage hasn't been too bad today. News for Thunder Morning here. This is for Bloomington, Nashville, and Ellettsville here in Indiana. This is going to be for baseball-sized hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds. Still a destructive storm there. Again, this is for that storm that did previously just produce this PDS tornado. Again, we could still have a very large tornado on the ground. It's just that it's nearly impossible for us to tell because our two most reliable radar products here, velocities, completely, contaminated, and you cannot see anything in this mess of correlation coefficient contamination. But you can see all the hail with this storm. The hail is really what's killing all this. Alright, new severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to be going, or tornado warning, going out for Hutton, Marshall, Westfield, and Martinsville, Illinois here for radar indicated rotation. Significant rotation moving in. That's just, okay. This is hilarious. I feel so bad, but Davis is sandwiched in between 3 tornado warnings, and they all are in his county. Just, how does that even happen? That is insane. I'm just gonna screenshot that. Wow. I feel bad for him, though. That's actually... That's tragic. Oh, wait. Again, still watching as this event unfolds here. I will say we still do have some discrete supercells back here into portions of Kentucky, which we do now have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning here north of Hopkinsville, Kentucky. This is for Greenville, Crofton, and Crewlian, also including Nortonville. This is for baseball-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds, but we do have that tornado warning there for a significant area of rotation that was moving into that area, but currently contaminated there on the radar. Alright, new tornado watch. This is going out for portions of southern Ohio, eastern Kentucky, and western West Virginia. What the National Weather Service is saying is that several tornadoes are likely, scattered hail up to apple size likely, and widespread gusts up to 80 miles per hour likely. So all hazards expected with this next batch of tornadic supercells here. Hey, we have 5 likes, but we have 1 person in here, and that number hasn't gone up or gone down all stream. So I genuinely don't know what's going on, but as long as we're getting viewers, that's all I care. because obviously we want to make sure the stream is, you know, that everyone's getting this coverage. Alright. I'm gonna tune in here to Freddie McKinney and see what he's looking at. He's currently above my screen, above my head. So he is in Cadiz, Kentucky. He is on our destructive. We'll get to that in a second there, but we did just get a new severe thunderstorm here for Carmi and New Harmony in Illinois and Indiana, also including Poseyville, Rapture, Wadesville, and Blairsville. This is going to be for ping pong ball size hail and 60 mph winds. So if you're in this area, make sure you're getting indoors and away from windows. Gosh, I don't know what that glitch was. But yeah, he's coming up from the south here, likely on 57 or 24, I'm not sure. Wow, okay. That picked up fast. We have very significant rotation. This is contaminated, but oh my gosh. That's just not okay. Yeah, that's really not good. So, Cereal Springs, Marion, and Carterville, Kentucky, you guys need to get in your safe spot. That is a strong velocity couplet there. Partially contaminated, but wow.
Marble-sized hail, probably. Let's measure them. What can we use to measure them out here? There's nothing out here. You know, what if I threw the hail at the wasp? Nope, not doing it.
Like Davis got some nice hail recently here. But again, this is a very significant area of rotation, and with this kind of environment, you're always worried to see this kind of stuff here. So approaching Hudgens and New Denison here. Again, I don't know if this is, I mean, I know it's partially contaminated, but, no, that was a video, Mr. Twister. He just sent that to me. This next scan will really tell here, though. Alright. So they have actually put they have put Bloomington, Indiana here under a tornado warning. This is also including Cedar Creek, Night Ridge, New Unionville, just basically all the whole metro area here. This is radar indicated rotation, so that PDS tornado is no longer on the ground, but still very significant storm there. Again, this is still warm for baseball size hail with that significant area of rotation, so you just need to make sure you're getting into your shelter. But we go back down here to your Hopkinsville storm, where again we likely do have a significant area of rotation developing. I'm almost thinking that was contamination. Where did that scan go? Am I not looking at the right storm? Nope. Wait, yeah, I am. Alright, I'm confused. I don't know. what I was just looking at. Unless that was the Paducah radar there. Yeah, I guess it was. Yep, that's what it was. Alright, we're gonna use the Paducah radar. Yeah, new, special weather statement here for Radcliffe, Kentucky. That's a strong thunderstorm. Sadly, Louisville, so consider, getting indoors. So, based off of what we saw on the Paducah radar, it looks like a little bit higher in the atmosphere. We do have some very significant rotation, and you can't really see any velocity couplet from the Hawkinsville radar just because of how close it is. So really, this is what we have to rely on, and if this is right, I mean, we could have some pretty significant rotation going on. What radar was I looking at? If it wasn't any of these. Because I could have sworn I was looking at this storm. I was. I know that for a fact. Unless I was looking... No, I was not. I was looking down here to our Marion storm. And that's PDS. Alright. So, that area of rotation that I was talking about earlier is actually in Illinois. And this thing is huge. So, we now have a particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning here for Hudgens and Nielsen, Illinois here. This is a very dangerous situation. You have 97 against 96. You have 100 and you have almost 200 gate shear. This is a incredibly strong tornado here. Again, wow. Yeah, 106 against 87 here. So, near 200 gate shear. That is insane. And we now have a tornado emergency for Cereal Springs, Carrier Mills, Harrisburg, and Marion, Illinois. This is a tornado emergency, the highest level of weather warning that exists. That was very abrupt. That was insane. I did not expect that. If you are in this area, you have a catastrophic tornado on the ground approaching area. That is a huge CC drop. Oh my goodness. We have a tornado emergency. A tornado emergency for Carrier Mills and Newcastle. This is a devastating tornado. Absolutely unbelievable. This is a tornado emergency. This is the highest level of weather warning that you can get. You rarely see these during the year. This is absolutely unbelievable. Reflectivity. Oh my gosh. There is a debris signature. We have a debris ball on reflectivity. This thing is violent. We have a violent tornado. A violent tornado in progress. You have debris visible on reflectivity. Oh my goodness. Again, this is approaching New Denison, Crab Orchard, Dyersburg, and Rogersville. Holy crap. Again, we need to pray that everyone takes the warning. This is unbelievable. Again, if you're just tuning in, we have a tornado emergency for Hudgens, New Denison, Rogersville, and Crab Orchard in Illinois. This is a catastrophic tornado. Unbelievable. Again, that is a giant debris signature. And Freddie McKinney is on this thing, I believe. So he's above my screen right now. Yeah, is he, or no, is he, I hope he is in the tornado emergency there. No, he's in Kentucky. Okay, so Freddie McKinney's actually not on the cell here. But again, this is a giant tornado. I'm really glad that we pointed this out because this got insane really fast. But we still have we still have debris visible and reflectivity here. That is a debris ball. So again, if you're just tuning in, we have a tornado emergency for Carrier Mills and Harrisburg. We last looked at it as it was south of Carbondale. I saw the strong rotation, and that ended up being a massive tornado. Again, Brad Arnold just, he's on this thing right now. I'm gonna tune into him and see if he's got a view here. Again, this is, for Carrier Mills and Harrisburg. That's just unbelievable stuff. Yeah, wow, okay, so Brad is actually going through the damage path here. Yeah, he's literally going right through the damage path. Wow. So again, this is a likely violent tornado approaching Carrier Mills and Harrisburg. This warning extends all the way out here to Somerset, Rudman, Eagle, and Derby. This is in southern Illinois. Wow. Again, that is just devastating. Yeah, look at that debris signature, guys. Just horrible stuff, man. Again, a huge tornado now crossing Highway 166, south of Marion, Illinois. Not what you want to see. Not at all. And, according to radar, I don't know if it was this tornado, but we had, debris lifted 27,000 feet. Again, this is a violent tornado. Absolutely insane. Again, Brad Arnold is on this thing right now. We had a report of a tornado we had a report of a person sucked into the tornado, and they have not been found. And that debris signature. Wow. This is a enormous tornado. I mean, this is catastrophic. It's violent. I don't know how else to put it. It's one of those situations where there's no other word you can have to explain it. This is north of Cereal Springs. Just an absolutely violent tornado. That was the right move. That was. They saw it was violent. They saw the velocities. They saw the debris signature. They saw the debris ball. Everything about it had that classic TDS signature. And, there you go. But that is a just insane tornado there. So again, tornado emergency, in effect here for Marion, Illinois. Just absolutely unbelievable. Oh my gosh. This thing is extremely violent. Wow. Again, I'm trying to find reports and photos and videos of the tornado because all we know is that this is obviously a wedge, but I mean, this is just unbelievable stuff, guys. And we still have 60 plus DBZs on reflectivity here. Once this crossed the interstate, this unfortunately exploded here. Again, that DBZ went all the way up to 66. There. Just absolutely insane stuff, guys. But yeah, if you're just now joining us, we have a tornado emergency in southern Illinois here. Thankfully, it looks like that next scan kind of had this weakening a tad bit, but again, velocities still remain very, very tight, very, very strong. Again, as this crossed Interstate 57, it became violent. Apparently, okay, so we now, we have a PDS in Bloomington. Yeah. Alright, there we go. So, that was actually previously on the ground there. It was PDS warned back over towards Newark. This is not good, because this is actually an extremely populated area. This is near Clear Creek. Apparently, people are saying this is the same. Oh my gosh, it is. A strong to intense tornado is currently ongoing here, approaching Clear Creek in the southern portions of Bloomington, Indiana. Here, you have 91 against 32, so over 120 gauge here. Again, this is really not good stuff because this is such a populated area. So, PDS tornado ongoing here in Bloomington, Indiana. While we also do have a tornado emergency down here in southern Illinois for Marion, Harrisburg, Carrier Mills, and Cereal Springs. Again, this is a likely catastrophic tornado. We have reports of people getting sucked into the tornado according to max velocity. Wow. That's just insane. Again, still likely debris visible there on reflectivity, with still just an insane debris signature. Again, when that just broke CC, that's when we knew it was bad. But debris follow is going to be a big time hazard up towards Carrier Mills, because again, the low level jet is going to carry a lot of that debris. So you want to make sure that you are getting into shelter anywhere in this tornado emergency. Because again, a tornado emergency is only issue when we have, incredibly strong, catastrophic tornadoes in populated areas. Alright, before the stream crashes, I'm gonna save my computer here. I hope this is plugged in. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. But we're gonna check out radar scope here. We're gonna look at the CC, because again, it broke radar omega correlation coefficient, which runs down to, I believe, 0.4 or something, I want to say. And scope runs much deeper. If this is the latest scan, then this is still very violent, unfortunately. Let's go back to Omega, because right now it looks like Omega is loading scans faster. Yeah, so thankfully, it looks like the overall presentation of this is starting to look a little bit less concerning, but again, still a intense tornado on the ground here approaching Carrier Mills. Once this gets out of the radar beam, we should be able to get a better look at, how strong this exactly is. But if we look at the CC here, let's just hope that this can load here for me. Alright, there we go. So yeah, the CC, I believe, maxed out on scope here. This got down to 0.215, which, let's see. Yep, so this maxed out scope, or scope maxed out to 0.218, or 0.208. So, I mean, it doesn't even matter, right? It actually does go down to 0.15, so that's it. But again, if you're just tuning in, we likely had a devastating tornado impact south of Marion. Max says person sucked into tornado, not found. Tragic. Praying that they are okay. Wow. She had a lag spike. I hope we got the tornado emergency. Did we get it? Did we? I hope we did. Alright, I think we did. Yeah, we should be fine. Alright, if someone could let me know how long this lag was, hopefully we're okay. My gosh, look at this, just absolute pile of tornado warnings here. So, I know we've been on our tornado emergency for all, but people are saying that our Bloomington tornado is at near the same strength. I don't know if it is. Honestly, I feel like this is weakening. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna go Tory, Mr. Twister. It's just not. Because it's not even close to that strength. Unless these are contaminated. I mean, I don't know if you're looking at a different product and seeing something I'm not, but as of right now, I'm not seeing anything too crazy. Again, I don't even know if this is still on the ground anymore, to be completely honest with you guys. I mean, it's that one cell has put down at least 2 giant tornadoes. And still some very significant rotation down here near Staples Ford, Indiana. Look how fast these things are just going up here. My gosh. And also some significant rotation south of Greensburg. Just unbelievable stuff there. News Fair Thunders warning here for Murfreesboro, DeSoto, Carterville, Heron, Johnson City, Marion, Maconda, and Pomona, Illinois here. This is going to be for 60-mile-per-hour winds, quarter-size hail, and a possible tornado. We did also get a News Fair Thunders warning here for Bloomfield, Dudley, Dexter, and Fisk in Missouri for 80-mile-per-hour winds and half-large-size hail. So this is a destructive storm here. It just won't stop. It really won't. But I am so glad that I was able to join it this time. Or at least just able to go live. Yeah. Exactly. The tornado's gonna do its thing. Get to shelter. That's all you gotta do. Alright, my stream got the tornado, alright. So they did just condense the tornado emergency. It's still in effect here. That was just unbelievable stuff. So, we're hoping that this is lifting or lifted Again, that just got insane as that approached Rogersville. But just looking at its damage path here, it got insane here. Touchdown just to the west of Highway 148, and then that's when it started to get serious, and this is when we all knew it was really bad. And then that's when because I got the alert on my phone saying tornado emergency, and I was, I got it in my head, I was just preparing to see it, and there it was, and I just thought, there is no way that we literally looked at the storm 10, maybe 5 minutes before and said, okay, that's strong rotation. Then it went PDS, and then we finally found it again, and then by the time we found it, it was tornado emergency. Just unbelievable. And we have 4 reported fatalities in St. Louis, Missouri, because we did have a very strong tornado rip right through the area. Alright, we now have a new tornado warning here for Nashville, Elkinsville, and Clarksdale, as well as Pikes Peak, Indiana. Apparently, the reflectivity... Oh, okay, I see what you guys are talking about. Incredibly low precipitation supercell here near Clear Creek. If that's still a tornado, then that's actually not good. So they re-warned it there for radar indicated rotation, but this is why it went PDS, and that quite possibly could have been debris there on reflectivity. That's why I was weird. Why I was wondering why you guys were saying like, oh, it needs tornado emergency. I still wouldn't say it needs tornado emergency, but I see what you guys mean. That was actually very intense. So again, we saw the very strong rotation at a point there, which again we had gate-to-gate share of I mean we had very contaminated, but well over 150 miles per hour. Wow, that was very strong, and we still could definitely have a tornado on the ground. So as the velocities continue to kind of move out of that radar beam, we still have very, very strong rotation, so I would not be surprised if we still had a strong tornado on the ground here. But that was a violent tornado. Looks like the tornado in Illinois that we just talked about here, the one that still has a tornado emergency, looks like it was multi-vortex and was also a wedge. That's the only known video of it as of right now. But yeah, today has just been otherworldly. This has been unbelievable, to say the least. I don't know why my warning sounds aren't working. It's alright though. Probably could use SRM here, but I believe DL Scales here. In Hopkinsville, Kentucky, he's taking the back roads here. Trying to get on this tornado. I don't know why I said back roads. He's literally on a highway. I'm stupid. Again, this discrete cell could easily put down a big-time tornado here in the next couple of minutes. That is very significant rotation there, so we'll really have to watch out for that as well. And we now do have a tornado on the ground here for approaching Mound City on the border of Missouri and Kentucky, I believe, here. Again, tornado in progress there. We did get a meso discussion here for portions of northeastern Arkansas, that the tornado threat will increase. Tornado threat will likely develop over the next few hours. New watch issuance is expected. They do have the peak tornado intensity again, 170. That hail tag being 4.25 inches in diameter, which is insane. And then obviously 75 to 90 mile per hour wind. So we thankfully no longer do have a tornado emergency here for Pankyville, Ledford, and Harrisburg. We still do have a PDS tornado warning in effect. So yeah, but back down here, 2-hour tornado warning here in Kentucky. This is now observed, and wow. Okay, we now have a tornado on the ground near Mount Tabor, and we're at Mount Tabor in Kentucky. Big time CC drop. Wow, we literally just talked about the storm here. Said it could put down a big tornado, and here you go. Storm Runner Media is trying to get on this thing. He's really trying to catch up. But big time tornado in progress here near Mount Tabor. We did actually get some interesting wording on this tornado here. Well, actually, I guess not. Or maybe it's this tornado warning here. Yeah, I believe this is it. Guess not. Oh, we did just get a new tornado watch here. This is going to be going out for portions of Arkansas, Mississippi, and far western Tennessee. A few tornadoes are likely, scattered hail up to large apple size likely, and scattered gusts up to 75 miles per hour likely. But again, if you're just now joining us, we have a strong tornado likely just ripped through Ouville, Kentucky here, approaching Mount Tabor, and Allegre, or Allegre. Really not good stuff. And there we go, we have another debris ball. Oh my gosh, this needs PDS. Wow. So again, very significant, likely intense tornado ripping right through areas just south of Mount Tabor, Kentucky. This is a very significant tornado. Again, needs a PDS warning right now. This is literally the second debris ball we've seen in, like, 5 minutes. I don't even get it.
Again, this is awful. Again, it's likely this thing's uprooted. And guys, this Indiana tornado here, the one that you and your Livingston, we went live for it, but based off of velocity signatures, and then also the videos that we're seeing this thing, that thing was very strong.
Alright, so it looks like our tornado backup in Bloomington that we were covering earlier was very, very strong there. Those velocities were legit. We did just get a news for thunderstorm warning here. This is going to be going out from Morgantown, Leetown, Woodbury, Quality, Dimple, Lewisburg, and Chandler's Chapel in Kentucky here for 70-mile-an-hour winds and lime-sized hail. So make sure you're getting indoors and away from windows. But again, still a very significant tornado on the ground here near Mount Tabor. With very significant CC drop there. Again, it's kind of contaminated at this point, but just a scan ago, you can still see it out of the contamination right here. That's where your tornado is. So again, still just this nasty cluster of tornado warnings. Now approaching Columbus, Indiana. So that's going to be the next big city here to get hit by this tornadic line of supercells here. Don't know why my radar is not loading, but that would not be good. And our tornado here back into the Hopkinsville area near Allegre has been upgraded to a PDS. So we now have a PDS tornado warning in effect. With still a visible debris ball on reflectivity. Wow. So again, significant rotation. And big time tornado there. This is a particularly dangerous situation. I don't know if they warned, they must have warned a separate area of rotation. Yeah, there we go, okay. So we have 2 tornado warnings here for your 1 PDS, and then I guess they did warn another area of rotation up here near Lewisburg, which at this point is gone. But strong tornado on the ground here near Allegre, Kentucky. Oh my gosh. Wow. This day just will not end. I mean, it's horrible stuff. Absolutely horrible stuff. And we had a very large cone near Sullivan, Indiana. I don't know how long ago that was, but very significant there. But again, still very significant, and we still have debris visible on reflectivity there. I haven't looked at stream chat in a bit, so let's get this pulled up here. What app notified you there was a Tory? I have notifications on for National Weather Service Tornadoes Twitter account, so I get a notification whenever a tornado warning is issued immediately, so it just helps me out. What's up, B-Dog? Came in from the outside and see the town Grandpa lives in is under a tornado emergency? Your grandpa was in the tornado emergency? Oh my gosh, I hope he's okay. Yeah, please call him. Yes, I did see that video, Mr. Twister. Wow, okay, so, yeah, I'm very happy that your dad is, or, excuse me, your grandpa is alright. That's obviously terrible to hear. Wow. Again, we still could have a tornado on the ground here, moving into Kentucky. Yeah, no, the reports are all good, Mr. Twister. So it looks like our tornado emergency tornado is now included up there in southern Illinois. Honestly, what I would do is I'd just take this warning and just make it PDS, because there's no reason why it should be there. So, still a very significant tornado likely on the ground here, ripping through Cedar Grove, Kentucky as we speak. Yeah, you can still make out some sort of debris signature there. Again, as it passed through Oval, that's when we knew it got bad. So yeah. Somewhere in the distance on this cam, there's a tornado, and it is big. Yes, this has been historic. Yeah, I mean, the videos are incredible. Oh my gosh. Wow. The videos are pouring in from this tornado. And we have photos of damage here. Complete destruction. Wow. Alright, we're just gonna pull this up here in a second. This is insane. Devastating, we're catastrophic, tornado damage here. This is complete destruction. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this needs a tornado emergency. We have a debris spike. Oh my gosh. We need a tornado emergency. We need a tornado emergency. We have a violent tornado on the ground approaching Columbus, Kentucky. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. Now PDS here. we have a debris spike. Oh my goodness. What is even happening? Look at this, guys. We have almost 70 DBZs of debris here, approaching Pikes Peak and New Bellsville, also Grandview Lake, with a ginormous CC drop. Absolutely unbelievable. This is a catastrophic tornado. This needs to go to tornado emergency, and it will. I'm sure of it. This is a debris spike. This is something that you almost never see with tornadoes. The last time I've seen this was Mayfield. Not saying that it's this strong, but holy crap. Oh my goodness. This is just catastrophic. I don't even know what to say. We have likely two intense to violent tornadoes going on at the same time. Again, this needs tornado emergency right now. Because that is a gigantic CC drop somewhere in that mess. You can see the RFD on CC very clearly there. We have a debris spike for multiple scans. We have debris on reflect. I mean, every signal for this being a intense to violent tornado is there. But again, if you are in Columbus, Indiana, you need to get to shelter immediately. Right now.
Finally did it. First tornado in the books. Oh, look at the vortices.
Oh my gosh, Levi just got the first tornado.
Finally did it. First tornado in the books.
Wow. This day has just been something else, guys. And we now have debris lifted 36,000 feet. Again, this is just an incredibly violent tornado, guys. This is gonna... I'm sure they're in... They've got to be issuing a tornado emergency at this point. It's got to be in the works. Oh my goodness. So, again, if you're in Pikes Peak, Indiana, you really need to make sure you're getting into shelter. We can't stress this enough. I know it's partially contaminated, but there is a giant CC drop. Wow. I mean, there's really not much I can say. I'm at a loss for words. I mean, it's just PDS after PDS. They're getting thrown out at us, and for the right cause. For the right cause, that is completely for sure. And we still do have a PDS down here in southern Illinois. I mean, this could very well still be on the ground. I don't know if it's currently matching up with velocities, but, we could still have a CC drop here near Shawneetown. Alright, that's probably contamination now. But, again, likely strong to violent tornado on the ground here, approaching Columbus, Indiana. This is a tornado of catastrophic proportions. Just, I mean, look at that debris signature, man. Again, this should have gone tornado emergency there. Wow. Yeah, Levi's chasing. He just got his first tornado ever. There's so many incredible things happening.
It sounds awful, but it's... Again, this is horrible. I mean, this is the most devastating tornado outbreak we've ever covered.
Again, I really wish I could say more, but we gotta go back to our tornado den here in Kentucky, because again, this is still a PDS, I believe. Looks like this is actually no longer on the ground. But again, still had a very strong tornado rip right through Sharon Grove, Kentucky. I just... Wow. And they issued another tornado warning here, still PDS for Columbus, Indiana. Honestly, if I were the National Weather Service, I would probably go with the tornado emergency in this case. Because again, you still have this gigantic debris signature on top of Grandview Lake. The only thing I think that's holding them back from issuing a tornado emergency with this is because of velocities. Now, my reasoning here for a tornado emergency was because this is going right into an extremely populated area. You have a debris spike, you have a debris ball, you have pretty much every TDS signature. Just insane. So we now have 12 tornado warnings and 37 severe thunderstorms. Goodness gracious. Alright. So, there's your tornado report there near New Bellsville. Just still an insane look there. Just unbelievable. Wow. Insane photo here of this tornado. Yeah, this is a wedge. But, yeah, I mean, just, you gotta take cover now. Thoughts and prayers are with everyone affected. This is again, a likely, intense to violent tornado, going on right now. A new tornado warning here for Maynard, Biggers, and Reno in Arkansas here. Again, significant supercell moving through the area. And I'm just so glad that we went live, because as soon as we went live, stuff went down. I'll say that much. Again, all eyes and, thoughts and prayers, just everything, is with Columbus, Indiana, because again, we just had a devastating tornado move through this area. With full-blown debris spike there, which again is something that you very rarely see at all. Cone-shaped tornado visible south side of Cumulus, 3 miles east-southeast of Gnawbone, Indiana. But I mean, that was just insane, guys. Again, I need a screenshot of that for my phone. That's how insane that was. I'm just that was just insane, guys. Just unbelievable stuff. But again, a PDS tornado warning remains in effect here. And very concerning luck here on our blip near Lewis and Hymera, Illinois. There's, Indiana. Very strong rotation going on. And we now do have a still a PDS tornado on the ground here near Unionton and Henderson, Kentucky now. I believe this is the same tornado that tracked through Illinois there with that tornado emergency. This is still likely a strong tornado. Yeah, right there for Shawneetown. Again, I'm wondering if that is debris. Scan to go there. Or, current scan. Yeah, I'm starting to get convinced that that was debris. And I don't know for sure, but it's, very possible. But if you're still joining us, we're covering this historic tornado outbreak here across the central portion of the United States. Still likely a big-time tornado ongoing here on the south side of Columbus, Indiana. We had a tornado, we had a hail spike here. Or, debris spike. Homes in Marion are gone. It's terrible or so you can't cover this. Did the Marion tornado lift and touch back down again, or it's still on the ground? I think it's been on the ground. I think it's just stay on the ground, been so long tracking. But yeah, that was very significant there. Again, still watching this tornado warned storm here near Lewis and Clay City. Very significant rotation developing. So I would not be surprised if there's a tornado in the works there. We still do have a tornado warning here for downtown Paducah. Is this a storm chaser or is this a cam? I think it is a cam. It is. So yeah, you can see that storm there. Wow, all the birds getting scared. So again, looks like this cam's gonna get hammered here by some significant winds and baseball-sized hail, because there are multiple reports here of baseball-sized hail north of Mountain City. Alright, I do have my charger, so if there are any stream lags or issues, please let me know, because this is one of those days where you need to make sure everyone is, you know, kept up to date here. Concerning storm heading towards you. Where are you at? Because I'll be able to cover it for you if you need. But again, if you're starting tuning in, we have a catastrophic tornado outbreak currently underway here in Indiana and Kentucky here. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched last night's update, but I was telling you, the HRRR and the convective available models, they absolutely nailed this event. They had very, very high STP values in this exact region. And, I mean, perfectly simulated the radar. I mean, they couldn't have done a better job. So, but if I personally were to point out, or pick out a next, you know, discrete cell to produce a tornado, I really would, put my money on this cell here near Clay City. And if you're in Coal City, Spencer, Vandalia, or Patricksburg in Indiana, you're under a tornado warning. But I really would not be surprised if this is trying to put down a tornado here. And it could quite certainly become a strong tornado. And that tornado warning is now upgraded to baseball-sized hail. So still a strong tornado on the ground here near Spring Grove, Kentucky there. Alright, there we go. So again, this is still a PDS tornado. Right now, probably the most concerning we have at the moment. 21 continues here for Paducah. Still radar indicated rotation there. So the only tornado warning that we have marked off here so far in this little roundup is our one near Morganfield. Up here, Columbus, we are now radar indicated, so no tornado ongoing there. Same thing with our Jasonville storm. No tornado warning up there near Hamilton and Cornersville. So as of right now, we only have one tornado on the ground, which is in far eastern Kentucky. So we'll watch it. It is PDS though. News for thunderstorm warning here for Bowling Green and areas points north there. This is going to be for our storm here. Wow, very nice looking cloud bases there, but as far as storm, that's going to be bringing some very large hail up to lime size and 70-mile-an-hour winds into the city. again, you can really see just those ominous clouds in the background there. Appreciate this support, Mr. Twister. But yeah, I found that out, so you're all good. I was just confused, because I had no context, and I just got in there, I was like, what? Again, I really do think that we could still have a strong tornado on the ground near Morganfield. It is PDS warned still. Yeah, that's a debris signature. This is the same tornado as the one in Illinois, I believe. But again, still a PDS tornado warning in effect here for Waverly, Corydon, Smith Mills, Uniontown, and Morganfield. Very significant velocities there. Again, we have 88 against 72. So yeah, that tornado warning goes all the way out to Robards here. And these big tornado warnings are because these storms are moving incredibly fast while also being very long tracking here. But again, for just joining us, we have a likely strong tornado on the ground here near Morganfield, Kentucky. I mean, this is just insane. So, again, still a very significant tornado outbreak currently ongoing here. Tornado warning, including Paducah there. But back up to our Morganfield storm here. This is our PDS tornado warning. And wow. Debris, visible in reflexivity, so another debris ball here south of Morganfield, Kentucky. I'm just going to quickly post this to Twitter, but this is a significant tornado still on the ground. Wow. Reported on Anderson Road here, tornado. Just posting this to Twitter real quick. So again, still a likely strong to intense tornado on the ground here, ripping right through Morganfield, Kentucky. Wow. That's not good at all. Giant tornado currently on the ground approaching Waverly. Yeah, that's that debris signature there. We might have to go back to scope for this. Cause this is maxing out, easily on, Radar Omega here. Again, this is just an absolutely unbelievable tornado outbreak. And, you know, you might ask, would this expire, or, would this verify as a high risk? It would, easily. But again, if you're just joining us, we have a significant tornado outbreak currently underway here. I guess it's not maxing out. But you can see the CC is down to 0.74 or 0.47. So again, maxing out on Radar Omega here. So if you're just entering us, we have an intense tornado ongoing here south of Morganfield, Kentucky, doing serious damage. And we have reflectivity visible, or excuse me, debris visible on reflectivity. Yeah, look at that. Again, this is approaching areas just south of Waverly and Breckenridge Center in Kentucky. This is going to cross Highway 141 as we speak. SRM is actually trying to get on this thing here. Yeah, you can see the storm from afar. Wow, look at that. Wow. And debris is now being lifted 22,000 feet. So again, likely another strong to intense, or not even really strong, just intense to maybe even violent tornado on the ground here, south of Waverly, in Kentucky. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's really not good. Yeah, this is just not good at all, guys. Again, you may think, you know, why are you looking at your phone all the time? I'm trying to get as much information as possible. Because, again, this is such a crucial day that we need to get everything, you know, we need to spot everything out. So, still debris there on reflectivity. And we've seen that so many times. Just today. I mean, we've seen that countless times. Again, we're waiting for this next reflectivity scan to come in. We'll see how intense the tornado still is. But again, still a devastating tornado southeast of Morganfield, in Kentucky. Yeah, I would appreciate that, Mr. Twister. Let me just move this text here a little bit further up. Hold on, everybody. I don't know why I can't do this. This is sad. There we go. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I wish I could undo that. Alright. You know what? It's fine. Yeah, so still a very significant tornado on the ground here near Boxville. What's up, Dominic? Very sad, can't stay up. You sell your house, got sponsored in the summer and the boys. Oh, you get sponsored in the summer and the boys? You're seeing a lot of footage of the tornadoes but no damage. Would say that's a good thing, but we know it hit things. I mean, yeah, there's just no way that this... I mean, this tornado outbreak killed. Just insane, guys. You're going to do a sponsorship round to benefit the Storm Boys? Oh, I appreciate that. Four deaths in St. Louis makes you sad. Yeah, I saw that. Again, giant debris signature here. Oh my gosh. That's insane. That's gut-wrenching. This is a giant tornado. I mean, it's huge. It's just fattening out here. Oh my gosh. I mean, me being your sponsor is awesome. That's really cool. And again, I really appreciate that. But, new severe thunderstorm here for Spotsville, Hatfield, Owensboro for ping pong ball size hail with 60-mile-per-hour winds. Get indoors and away from windows. I think we have 7, so, I'll throw money to boost everyone. Jesse San, Levi Mr. Room, and all the rest. Dude, I cannot thank you enough. But unfortunately, I do not have a way for you to, donate money. I'm thinking about setting up a PayPal account, and you do not have to do that. I mean, that is just so nice of you, Dominic, so, it's all good. But, there's your tornado report. Again, still a very, significant tornado, ripping right through Boxville and Givens, Kentucky. 200 to 300 each? Wow. Dude, you are just amazing. So generous. Again, this is just insane, guys. I really don't, I have a loss for words. I mean, we have one of the most insane CC drops I have ever seen. I mean, I'm trying not to say something like that, but I can't. I mean, this is just so big. The debris field with this tornado is estimated to be 6 miles wide. So, you likely have a, giant wedge with, a bunch of debris just getting absolutely thrown out of the main condensation funnel. Which is, kind of ringing a bell here. Sounding the alarms in my head, just that this is, just absolutely, you know, throwing debris, just chucking debris out of the main funnel. It's just unbelievable stuff. Wow, nice, shelf cloud there. On, SRM. I'm going to Freddy's stream here to see what he's, doing right now. So he's in, Robards, Kentucky. Oh, there he is. That's funny. There's your tornado. Yeah, that's it. I didn't even realize that. But, as soon as I looked up, that's SRM and Freddy there. So, again, large cone there, still on the ground, or at least trying to stay on the ground there. Let's see. Trying to get a good photo of this for Davis. But, yeah, you can see that right there. Just very, very significant tornado, in progress. But, there's Freddy. He's above me right now. And there's Jordan. Wow. So, yeah, looks like they're gonna try to get into a good spot here. But, again, that's your, developing tornado. Or, I guess I shouldn't say developing, but, that's it. News for Thunderstorm here for Old Shawneetown and Morganfield in, Missouri and Kentucky there for golf ball size hail 60-mile-per-hour winds. Make sure you're getting indoors and away from windows. Yeah, it looks like SRM's gonna be going a little bit closer to this town here to see if he can capture some of this damage that's gonna be inflicted. Because again, if this stays on the ground, this is gonna end up impacting Poole, Kentucky. Dead on there. And this just ripped through Morganfield, going through Givens, moving east-southeast. But again, if you're just now tuning in, we are covering our historic tornado outbreak here across the central portion of the United States. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because you obviously don't want to miss out on another live stream or any future severe weather updates. But I mean, we're just sticking here with whatever the weather's gonna throw at us, and it's been pretty devastating here. Again, trying to find more info here. Again, this Bowling Green storm is really trying to put down a tornado. Is it gonna do it? I'm not sure. You can see this cam is starting to get pounded pretty good by some lightning, some heavy rain, some wind. And if we do get a tornado, it'll be right in front of this cam, so we'll be able to get power flashes and everything. So this is gonna be where we need to see it. At this point, we have 3 tornado warnings. Again, still including this PDS near Waverly and Poole. This is a particularly dangerous situation. I'm kind of wondering if this is still on the ground or not, because again, I think at this point that could definitely be debris fallout. But SRM had a large kind of bull funnel there. Again, I wasn't sure if that was necessarily on the ground still. He's going through Poole, I believe, right now, or I guess Sebri, and Pratt. But hopefully we'll be able to get a look at whatever's going on down here. But I'm kind of hoping that this is kind of no longer on the ground here. Has Jesse been on lately? He's been extremely busy with school, so he unfortunately is not able to stream, but he's been out and around. But again, this is just it's been a absolutely historic day. Absolutely historic. No other way to put it. Just insane. Oh, wow, okay. We did just get permission here to show the tornado that impacted, let's see, Linton, Indiana. I know that we covered that a while back, but I know I sounded so surprised. It's because usually we don't get permission, but thankfully we were granted that. I don't know why, but every time I pull up Twitter, it always goes to Broderick. It's crazy. So, let's see. This was the tornado near Linton, Indiana. I don't know if you guys remember that. This was a while back.
Violent wedge.
Yeah, wedge tornado here.
Wow.
Just insane stuff, guys. This is one of many. One of many, and that is for sure. I don't know if Davis is still alive, but I will say, just the overall intensity of what we've got going on right now is starting to.
What else? I don't know. Bologna would have been a contender for it. Rochelle Fairdale would have been a contender for it. When it's gonna happen, if it doesn't happen with those, then if they choose to do it to some, tornado that didn't even hit a populated region, then I feel like they would get a lot of flack for that. And I mean, I don't know. They're gonna do what's right. I trust that. Obviously, the EF5 got a little ridiculous, but oh my goodness, I do need to change the title of the stream. It still says tornado emergency in Illinois. I look like an idiot. I think you look like an idiot, Marks. I have a really bad habit of not doing that.
Alright, new tornado warning here. This is for Mosleyville, Tuck, and Utica. It is PDS warned, but it is radar indicated there, so that was certainly the right move.
Okay, well.
That PD just absolutely blew this line. It was like, I'm not sitting here any longer.
It'd be to our north.
Hey, what's up, Scott?
Be right up in front. Actually, it'd be on us.
Hey, is Jaden on here too?
Negative.
Oh, okay, they went quiet on the other channel, but that's okay. I'll stick on here now.
Looks like we have some big time hail back here in the Bowling Green, actually. Just, I mean, it gets to the point where even saying that you're speechless is an understatement. Alright, looks like Davis is calling. second. Ellen. Hello?
Apparently there's a possible gas leak near Morganfield. Hello?
Hello? That...
How's it going?
I don't know what to say. I don't know what just happened, but we just had likely at least 4 violent tornadoes today within 3 hours.
Yeah, the Marion one, Marion, Illinois in particular, looks to me like we are going to see some pretty controversial ratings out of it, because we have at least one swept away 2-story home, and you know,
What DI? What DI is that? What DI is that?
What? With that kind of construction, I would say it's probably going to be 180, 185. But of course, there's going to be thousands of people that come out and say that it should break the EF5 drought. So we're already in for one controversial tornado. I'm genuinely concerned about Columbus, Indiana. That is the first debris spike that we've seen since Mayfield.
And that was that more impressive than Mayfield, do you think?
I don't think so. I think Mayfield was a much more stout and impressive debris spike, and also it had higher DBZ values overall.
Oh yeah, that's
but
true.
This one was there for multiple scans. Mayfield was there for one. This one was also further from radar than Mayfield, so you can make the case.
The St. Louis tornado was destroying skyscrapers and killed 4 people.
I saw that video.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, I really think the St. Louis will get probably an EF3, EF4 rating.
I mean, the tornado we had just recently, that was a very impressive CC drop.
You talking about Morganfield?
Yeah. You're talking about a gas leak?
Yeah, apparently there was some sort of gas leak on the north side of town.
Oh, I see that.
And that's not even where... This one didn't even go through the north side. It didn't even go even close, so...
I know, I forgot what tornado it was, but we had over 200 gate-to-gate share, I think, actually with multiple tornadoes today.
Well, one of them was Marion.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, the tornado that just produced that Morganfield cell was the same cell that produced the Marion tornado.
Yeah. But that was easily the most insane tornado outbreak I've ever covered.
Were you live?
Yeah, I was live from like 10 minutes before the Tory.
Sweet. Yeah, I was eating dinner and I got back and I was hopped on my bed. I opened radar. I see the pink in the top right, and I was like, okay, let's go. That's exactly what happened with Minden, Iowa as well.
I can remember you saying I literally just checked radar like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. I did get some tornado siren vlogging.
Sweet. And did you hear Levi scored for his first tornado ever?
I saw the video. I didn't see... Was it on the ground?
Yeah.
Because I didn't see any ground circulation. Let me look.
Me neither, but he was talking about, like, seeing vortices.
Okay.
And the, Illinois tornado, was multi-vortex wedge.
Yes. Have you seen the video taken from over the lake?
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, those sub-vortices dancing around like that.
Insane.
I mean, it looked like Twisted. It looked like a video game.
Again, it was a, devastating tornado. Once, it was insane, because I remember I saw the velocity coupling getting stronger, and I was like, alright, that's really gotta be watched. And then I went back, saw it was PDS, stayed on it for like 2 minutes, and then bang. Reflectivity, debris signature, everything.
Yeah.
Apparently Max Velocity said there's a report of someone that got sucked up into the tornado.
I saw that. If that's true,
that's maybe the scariest thing I've heard on stream.
Yeah, I want to see the clip of him saying that.
Me
but if
too.
that's true,
Yeah.
then that is unbelievable.
Again, that is reported from someone from my stream. But I'm gonna go watch the clip back later tonight. Again,
That was a bad voice crack, but oh me goodness, the rotation that went over me earlier ended up producing a tornado in Indiana.
oh really?
Yeah, and it's actually was just 9 minutes ago that it produced.
I think I saw that storm actually. Did you think that, I mean, obviously it doesn't matter really, but do you think that the Columbus tornado, in theory...
Gone to Ree. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, should have gone to Ree.
Do you agree though?
I
think
it
the
was
only
all
thing-
cold to me.
I think the only thing holding them back was the velocities.
Well, I don't even think it was about the velocity. I just think that by the time, I mean, it was still radar indicated. By the time it went to PDS, it was already starting to weaken a little bit.
That's true. I mean, they have so much on their hands.
Yeah.
But again, I mean...
Yeah, that's crazy, Tommy.
At this point, it looks like we're starting to see that damaging wind event kind of come into play here. We're starting to see these storms kind of congeal into that line. You already got a full-blown line extending from Kentucky into Arkansas. Now, embedded tornadoes will certainly be possible with this, but this is when our damaging wind threat's going to start to ramp up. And really, the only discrete cells we have, you can count them on one hand here, but the most concerning one is our storm down here near Bowling Green, which, as far as I know, has a history of producing tornadoes back towards Morgantown. So, again, we're just going to have to continue to watch as these cells progress, but we're hoping that the overall, tornado threat will start to kind of die down here.
When did it produce a tornado near Morgantown?
Morgantown.
When?
I don't know. It was like half hour ago, I think.
It never even went over Morgantown. Are you thinking of Morgan Field?
Oh, that was it.
That was a separate supercell.
I don't know. I feel like... I guess not. I don't know. I just thought this was one of the cells that produced the tornado. By the way, we do have a destructive here in Waxahachie, Texas, for baseball.
Waxahachie. That's going on the t-shirt.
It's Waxahachie.
Waxahachie.
I'm so sorry. How do you pronounce it?
Waxahachie.
Waxahachie. I'm so bad. I'm gonna get made fun of so badly. Oh my gosh. Is that worse than Winnie Bagoo?
It's almost as bad as thinking the Finger Lakes or the Great Lakes.
Oh.
By the way, Ark, thank you for renewing your 1 month membership. I don't know if you're new. I don't know what that message means. I know it gave me an option to do. So thank you, Arks, for the 1 month membership. WArks in the chat. But yes, the cell over Waxahachie. It does look pretty impressive for a large hail threat, and I'm gonna be honest. There does look to be a little area of inflow as well, somewhere southwest of Ennis. So we'll see what happens with that.
Just an insane day.
Yeah.
But yeah, obliterated homes in Marion, whatever it is, Illinois. I don't know if you saw the picture that Mr. Twister just sent, but I think that's the two-story home, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, no, the two-story home is, did you see the picture I sent to the text group chat?
Let me see. Oh.
That was the two-story home.
Yeah. The home swept away thing.
Yeah. It was over, Kyler Court Road, and, we already have spotters out there in that vicinity. Where did that go? I was just zoomed in on it.
There are also debarked trees in that photo.
Yeah.
If you look very closely, there's actually a couple stripped. So again, pretty extreme DI is already visible here just from drone footage.
Yeah. Dude, looking at it from the, Evansville radar, it looked insane. There was still a debris signature on reflectivity.
Yeah.
It was a donut hole.
Apparently the Morganfield, Kentucky tornado at one point was a drill bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, it went moderate first for wind, yes, but it's all three, moderate. Hey. Oh, they just updated the Storm Prediction Center outlook, by the way. Moderate risk remains in effect from southern Indiana back through northeastern Arkansas. A 15% hatch tornado risk still in place.
Wow.
Going all the way from the same area. Again, this goes from Bedford, Indiana, back over towards Paragould, Arkansas. This includes over 4.5 million people here. Louisville, Kentucky, Lexington, Fayette, Evansville, Clarksville, Owensboro. You guys are under the gun for the greatest tornado threat for the rest of the night. Actually, the numbers are outdated there, so that's not true. But, okay, now it's going back to the other outlook. But, yeah, moderate risk remains in play. But,
Howdy, y'all, Broderick.
Listen. Everybody knows that the SBC and NWS are going to do it better. But, to be fair, not just me, but me and a lot of other people said that this should have gone high risk. I put on my community tab and everything. I was like, this is a high risk material sounding. This absolutely verified as a high risk, at least from St. Louis back through Kentucky.
Yeah. Just terrible stuff.
I will say, though, obviously, I'm not perfect either. I mean, I said that they should extend the moderate risk further south, and nothing happened further south. So, again, well, couldn't we have, though? Like, what would lead somebody to believe that that wouldn't be a discrete storm mode? Like, what would it be? Because
I don't even know. We had everything.
well, I don't think it could really be considered taking a risk, because there was a floor for this event, and it wasn't at the very bottom. It was up there. I mean, we were guaranteed to see something today. And also, you want to talk about taking risks? April 2nd, they took a risk. It absolutely paid off.
Oh, yeah. You've been live all day, right?
At a few separate streams, but, like, 5 hours total.
What was gate to gate here like? Like, can you explain to me what happened with St. Louis tornado? Because I'm still trying to catch up on that.
Oh my gosh. In live time, that was the most impressive tornado I thought I'd ever seen in live time. I mean, I am, again, genuinely shocked that we're not seeing even more catastrophic damage than what we're already seeing.
Yeah.
The velocities, again, like, you saw them moving through West St. Louis, and they were some of the most impressive, like, I think I've ever seen in lifetime. Definitely the strongest I've ever seen in an area that populated. I mean, it was incredible. I mean, the gate-to-gate shear, I think, was, let's see, let's measure here. We were at 75 against 125. So yeah, we were at 200 miles an hour.
Wow.
And again, keep in mind, that is in Metro St. Louis.
Yeah. It was a wedge, right?
Well, there wasn't any great photos of it because it was mostly rain wraps, but from what we saw, likely yes.
Trying to go back here to this tornado, guys. Yeah, there it is. Look at this. Ripped right through St. Louis. If we look at the inspector, yeah, look at that velocity couplet. My gosh, 132 going one way.
Will I be live on Sunday and Monday? Yes, sir. Yep. I still think Sunday looks like a huge, huge day. Monday looks pretty impressive as well, so we'll be on high alert.
Yeah. I unfortunately do have to go, but I'm just gonna say this was a incredible day. Obviously, I mean, we saw so many unique and just incredible tornadoes from just seeing them on radar, but also just seeing the videos and damage from them. This was a very good example just of your classic moderate risk tornado outbreak, but this obviously performed very, very well. But if you are still included in that 15 hatch or 10 hatch tornado threat, make sure you are staying extra weather aware tonight. Also with that damage and wind threat, because again, we could eventually see wind gusts up to 80, maybe even 90 miles per hour into portions of central Kentucky. So again, make sure you're staying safe out there, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you all for coming to watch. I'll see you guys in the next